Warm afternoon out here, doing a pre-purchase inspection on a 1959 Chevrolet Apache pickup truck. Comprehensive frame-off restoration. Just got done taking about 200 photos on one camera and 200 on the other one that seemed to overheat. It's so darn warm out here today. I think the pavement's at pavement's at 121 and 104, 101 anyway in the shade. Pretty crazy for June in Michigan. 245 ZR20s in the back, American Racing. I think they call those salt flat wheels. Those are really great looking wheels. I like them. 20 inch in the front, 40 ZR20, 245s. The wheels and tires look like brand new. The truck has reportedly been restored in the last 2,000 miles. That root beer metallic is really close to what I have on a 63 Impala called Cordovan Brown, 1 year only color in 63. Well, let's go through it, get under it, take it for a drive. Might need two hands on this. .350 small block crate motor, 90s, early 2000s era. Lay-in intake, Edelbrock single feed carb, chrome alternator, inner fenders, and firewall painted body color. I think they're done more so in a single stage. A few small chips here and there within the engine bay, probably created on assembly, and could stand to be touched up a little bit. Little dry spray area right there, back by the distributor. So just a few small marks could probably stand to be touched up. Oil's in good shape, looks clean. Antifreeze is green and looks good. Transmission fluid is pink and proper. Frame looks nice and straight and painted in like a satin black, welded in for new mounts. Ground down there pretty decent. Upgraded aluminum radiator, steel fan. Celsius. Let's go. So 87, that's about as cold as it's going to get out here. 95 on the ground. In front of it. Steering linkage and components are all new. Going to that Mustang 2 style rack and pinion. Truck set up with tubular upper and lower control arms. Show you those from the bottom as well. Since I'm right in front of the truck, I'll jump really quick to trim. This looks like an original piece. You can see some patina on it, showing a little bit of age. New, that's all new. Side trim appears to be either nicely restored or new replacement components. Mirrors are new both sides, and so is the antenna, so is the glass. So are the rubber seals, vent windows, chrome uprights, sweeps, door handles. They show a little bit of patina. These might have been on here a while, but those are not originals. They're looking too good to be older than me. Chrome bumpers in nice shape. Tail lights new. Remote gas door in the back. Inner fenders were not bumped and filled in their entirety. They got some typical waves on the inner panels, but pretty decent. So wheels, tires, trim, bumpers. Let's take a look at the paint. 30 mils, 40 mils, 34 mils, 34 mils. To give a reference point, I've got still photos on both cameras. One of them that froze up, I might never get those photos back off, but we've got good magnetic adhesion around most of the truck. So, still photos to show all of this. 39, 41. That will stick and slide a little bit. And we got 47, that's why. So, overall good adhesion. 43, so we know a magnet will stick. Got a small contamination flaw there, and one right there. So in the side panel on the back edge of the truck, got a small line here that got filled with wax that's kind of impregnated into a little recess. A quick look at the exploded view. And these are the flaws picked up on. A little bit of the red oxide primer showing by the hinges that got adjusted on this door. Line edge we just discussed. Very light scratch here that I think will polish out. I can't feel it with my fingernail. And then these two little paint flaws I just showed. Small scratch, oh, it's on the other side. And then there's a light couple scuffs on the tailgate. Let's go show those. While I'm on this side, so this door, after it was painted, somebody adjusted it to fit better, and that could stand to be touched up with some root beer. Same down here. And a little bit of touch up right here where the paint was kind of thin on the edge of the door. It could stand to be dusted in. The door is open and closed pretty nice. I didn't close that too hard, watch. There you go. So on the back of the truck, there's a little bit of a sag in the clear coat down here underneath this reinforcement, and that little sag is also over here. Little dry spray spot. And somebody set the tailgate down and didn't put the chains on, and so there's a little scuff right here, and it extends over to here. And it wasn't me. I didn't do it. Here we have a little scratch on the back of the cab. It's pretty minuscule. And a couple little cat paw scratches right here. And there was one very small chip that was touched up, but honestly I don't see it. Truck fits together pretty nice. A little bit of an overlap at the bottom of that door. Probably wasn't any better in 1959. Up here we'll do some more readings. Edge of this fender was blocked out. I'm not getting, OL means it's a thicker read, 54 mils. OL, thicker reading, 38, just above. 55. OL. OL. There we go, 48. So it's likely somebody blocked this area right here for flatness to get these door lines looking good, because this is not a usual area where you would experience any rust out in the center of a door. And at the bottom where you would expect rust, we're getting ratings. So 33, 36. So there's definitely more thickness coating on these lowers on the left side. 31, 40. All of that means that the magnet will stick. Bottom of the door, bottom of the cab corner. And in various areas here, we can get some adhesion. Stick and slide. And then we got good adhesion back here. No issues. I already got still photos of all that. So we'll keep moving. 52. OL. 51. Inside of the box shows very nicely. An LMC catalog interior. I love this interior. Very cool two-tone door panels with the white stitching. Seats are done the same way. These seats are really comfortable and really soft. I love this interior. I think I'm going to adopt it for one of my own cars. New carpet kit, new sill step clothes out there. Dash was all painted. New gauge put in. Aftermarket radio. Glove box is clean and the door works. Carpet's in nice shape. Pedals are in good shape. I did it tilt column with an aftermarket wheel. And wiring has been upgraded to push-in fuse style wiring. New tag riveted on the door. Hop underneath it and then we will take it for a ride. If you're watching this inspection video and you did not order it, you're seeing it later than the actual customer who hired us to do the inspection. So if you're seeing it later, the truck may still be available or they may already own it and have shipped it to their house. But if you need inspection and service like this, give us a call at 800-301-3886. Jason Phillips from Auto Appraise. All plated hardware used underneath the vehicle. GM 10-bolt rear end. Still set up with drum brakes and leaf spring suspension. New fuel tank and Edelbrock lines. Dual exhaust. Looks like 2¼ inch. Newer drive shaft. Wood is of course in great shape. Insides of the fenders look nice, and all the pinch welds, spot welds along the bottoms look very good. Reflective quality, by the way, of the truck. This is me about 18 to 20 inches away. Sanded out nice. Very little orange peel or clear coat distortion. Small sag right there. Frame was all painted satin black, all new mounts and hardware. Turbo 400 trans. Aftermarket finned cover. Might be able to freeze on that and see what it says later, but somebody wiped it down with paint thinner. Very nicely done. Mustang 2 rack. New shocks, coilover setup, tubular again, as I talked about. No seal leak in there. Didn't see any rear main or front pan seal issues either. quick spin around the front. Well, looks pretty nice. So I haven't driven it yet. I watched them pull it out cold. It started up cold, and there's a little hair in the paint that I didn't notice before. The truck looks like it's been blocked out pretty good. Very respectable lines. Good and solid. A few small chips behind the rubber seal down here. All right, let's drive it. Turn signals, headlights, bright lights. They're all working. I don't know if you can see them or not. I guess it helps if I turn them on. The fuel pump doing its thing. The seats are adjustable, by the way. That works, no problem. $371 on the odometer. Speedometer feels pretty accurate. Steering is nice and easy. Got my knee pads on. Drives pretty nice. Stab the brakes on here. Truck still has stock style gauges. Oil pressure looks like it's up around 60. I'll have to watch that when we get back. Gas gauge appears to be working, as far as I can tell. Feel like we're making any wheel contact at the fenders. It's not a giant brake booster, kind of a small unit, so take a little bit of pressure on that brake pedal to apply. Stop again when we get around this curve with my hands off the wheel. No major pulling. Slight draw to the right, if any. Shifting exercise while holding a camera in 4 o'clock Friday afternoon traffic. Doing my best. I did not locate the wiper switch, but I'll find that when I get back. Otherwise, the lights appear to be functioning. It's very bright out here. I can't tell if the dash light is coming on or not. I did not see a dome light come on when I opened the door. That may be switched. I'll have to look for that as well. I won't leave the video running for that hunting, but we'll take a peek and see what I can come up with. Jason Phillips from Auto Appraise, just finishing up a pre-purchase inspection on a 1959 Chevrolet Apache pickup truck. Frame off restoration with some pretty nice quality components. Underside of the truck looks really, really nice. Interior's done up nicely. I'm not sure the prindle is exactly set up. That's drive, and I'm pretty close. And 2. Can't tell if I'm pulling down into 1 manually or not. Radio's on. Works. And this may be our wiper switch that I pulled the knob off of, but I'm not getting that to, let's see, there we go. Alright, well, we might need them to check the wipers and see if there's a I'm trapped. There we go. I had to reach outside to open the door up. That's only finger tight. Somebody needs to put a wrench on that and get her tightened up, and it will probably work. Window cranks are fine. Windows go up and down and they look good. Oil pressure gauge appears to be working, so does the gas. The temperature is coming up. I'll check that one more time before we shut down. A little bit of contamination in the paint on the running board. And I'm going to close that a little bit easier. Closes pretty nice. Engine sounds good. 161. We'll get for a head temperature there. 177. 180. Cooling nicely. Billet wire retainers. HEI GM style distributor. Relays mounted up there nicely on the firewall. Coated headers, a little bit of surface rust beginning on the linkage to the steering. Engine sounds nice and tight. Pretty good looking driver. Nice showable driver. You could take this to some local car shows easily, and I think it would turn some heads. Other than a few small paint infractions, that it could actually be wheeled on and probably touched up, or maybe just wheeled on a little bit. These little sags down here could probably be blocked out with some 1200 or 1500. See what happens. But overall, it's a snazzy looking truck, isn't it? Love the body style. All right, thanks for hanging out.